All right, everybody, welcome to another very unfine day of trading. We have absolutely jack patootie going on today. There is a whole lot of nothing, okay? So we got a whole lot of nothing going on. And listen, all I see is weakness in the market. We took two runs up. And I kind of want to bring that over with the where is that chart? Come here, come to daddy. Where are you? Here it is. So this is my MACD, my bubble chart. Here's my bubble chart right here. Now we have tried to give this thing the good old college try once, twice, and three times. This thing was all the way up here a third time, right? We really have tried to give this thing a run for it. Now, this is the reason why this is a super horrible place to trade is because we're literally on this long trade line, right? This long trade line right here is just, this says, hey, these are nice little pumpies here. You can make some good money out of these, right? So you got to just be careful. The issue is that we're very weak, right? I'm telling you guys, I am more bearish still, 65-35 bearish here still. And if we do go up, I will actually become more bear instead of if we went down and bounced, I would become more bullish. The farther we go down, the more bullish I become. Okay? Yeah. So the more bullish I become. So right now I am looking, we're still in this blue rejection box, right? We're in this big blue area here. And let me go up here. Now I had some issues with my charts. So I reset all the computers, and because I reset all these damn computers, I lost some of my charts. I had big sad face, and I don't know why I would lose information on a chart, which would make absolutely no reason whatsoever. Okay, and it is right about there. So this is our blue box area right here. Oh, we're just going to make this nice and big and blue. And there we go. Okay, so here's our blue box area right here. And I wonder if I can I line dot this thing? Nope, can't. Bummer. Okay, so here's my blue box. This is our rejection area, right? We love to get rejected right out of this area. When I talk rejected, I'm talking pretty damn good. Okay, now we ran up through it, ran back up, tested right on the line, right on the line. Actually, I'm going to do a thing in the members area this week, okay? I'm going to do a training video on how to make the bubble chart thing. So I'll do that a little bit later for the members. So we made it right up back to this line, got rejected, and now we're just teetering here. And once again, this is kind of my Pac-Man zone right here. This is definitely my Pac-Man zone, and people are just getting gobbled up right here. All of this, people are just getting absolutely destroyed. I would say pretty much from here to here, this entire area is just like this giant blue Pac-Man area right here. This is the giant blue Pac-Man tummy, and the blue Pac-Man tummy is just eating everybody alive, right? He's just eating everyone alive. I mean, that's all that's happening. It's just horrific, right? I mean, you guys, we're all getting just wrecked. Here's my blue Pac-Man tummy. And we're all in it, right? This is all our money is in the tummy, and you guys all know what comes out of the back side of the tummy, right? Just a whole bunch of poo. If I got a poo emoji, I swear to you, I will put a poo emoji on there. Are they going to give me a poo emoji? How do you not have an ice cream poo emoji? Right? There we go. We're going to use the cloud, right? There you go. Poof. Right out the back door, right? Nice cloud right out the back door. That's all we are. We're just vapor. We're just going to be one big fart. All our money's just going to fart right out. And this is exactly what's happening. Into the big maw of the Pac-Man, get chewed up, get farted right out, right? Yes, thank you, Nebraska. Hey, Nebraskans in the house. How you doing, buddy? The man himself. Listen, my charts may not be as technical as yours, but this is pretty damn cool. You got to give this one to me, okay, brother? So because of this area, this makes this a really bad place to be trading. Right? But I'm still more bearish than I am bullish. Now, I don't like this double bottom right here. This double bottom on the RSI did not give me a warm, fuzzy feeling, right? I didn't get all warm and fuzzy about that double bottom right there. In fact, if anything, that kind of made me a little more bullish with this little double tap bottom right there. I just didn't like that, right? This is almost, look at that. No, Vamp no likey. I did not like that double tap right there at all. Now, I do see, you know, a trend. I see an up and down trend. I see a larger trend. I do see a higher trend up here. I see a lot of trends that are correlating all with our RSI over here. And there's nothing here. I don't like this. There's just no strength. There's no one has the willingness to make a commitment, to make a move, right? I think there's just, the buyers are afraid this is going to fall out. The sellers are afraid it's going to pump. Everybody's afraid right now. No one wants to make a move. So we're just kind of waiting for a catalyst to pop this puppy off, right? We're going to come back up. Let's take a look at our MACD chart. Here's our MACD bubble chart. Now our MACD bubble chart made it all the way up. Same thing, all the way up to the bull break line. Failed doing the J hook pattern. Now we've fallen out again on the J hook pattern. We're just sitting here waiting. We're just waiting for this baby to happen, right? Waiting for this. Now we've touched twice over the line, right? We've touched twice over the line here. We swept back up once, right? We touched once, came up twice, done twice here. So I'm just kind of, we're waiting for this next move to play out. And there's nothing here that I like about this, right? I don't like this area. We have come down into a consolidation zone. I will go over that with everybody in just a minute. Here's kind of all of my fibs. So I've got all my fib lines laid out. You can see, look, we got it rejected one more time on the 618, and not just rejected, right? But like rejected perfect. I mean, look at this. Right, look at that absolute like rejection, right? This is you going on your first high school date thinking you're going to get a kiss at the end of it, and boy, were you wrong when her dad showed up to pick both of you guys up at the roller skating rink. You got denied, right? Got denied by Dados. Dados was right there, and look at that, bang, done, right? The party was over. You were getting no kissies for nighttime. All right, so now here we are. We're stuck riding. We're just riding this wedge line right here. Riding this wedge line. And to me, this looks like it's continually failing to... this is what happens. It just can't keep it up. And we'll see what happens. Right? To be continued. Nebraska, and you're hilarious. Beast DeLorean already uses it on almost every one of his charts. You're funny, dude. I love that guy. He cracks me up, man. Seriously, I think he was a cheerleader in his last life, because that guy is like seriously a crypto cheerleader. I love his enthusiasm. I really do. So we're just kind of sitting here. We keep falling out. Now, to me, we keep making lower highs. Right? We keep making lower highs. We keep making lower lows. This is looking, you know, weakish to me, to say the best, right? Right? This makes this, I'm probably going to get blocked now too. Thanks. So this is looking weakish to me. Okay. So I don't have a lot of hope. I still have this resistance line that's not far above us, even if we do come up here and ticky on this little 618 right here, or tappy on our little 786, which I completely think is possible. And that shows you over here in this other chart. And let me show you exactly what happens. Let's bring this bad boy. Every single time, and I'm going to tell you this, every single time the beast scalper calls a short. Look, see this? See the short? See the short? At the top of a trend. See the short? See the short? Right? All three of these, right? This thing loves to call these short calls. There's another one right there. There's one right there. Look at all these short calls by the beast scalper, right? Here is what I am often fearful of. This likes to retrace back exactly to the 0.88, right? So if you go in here and look, here's this one right here. And if I zoom in this one, watch how crazy this is. Every time, it's like a premeditated call, right? It's like, you know what? If you would have caught that right at the top, look at that. There it is. Look, 0.88. Look at this. Just boom, 0.88, right? Look at this one. Look at this one, 0.88, right? Isn't that crazy? Every time. Hold on, I'm not done. right? Short call, 0.88. Short call. This is one of the things that makes you go, right? Every time comes back to the 0.88. That's why I have my little arrows, and I'm not going to take these little arrows off here of this 0.88, even if it keeps moving sideways, because I still think this little 0.88 is possible simply because of the historic relevance of whenever the beast scalper calls this short call, right? Whenever it does it, it likes to do it and likes to get that little retrace, and it wicks up right here. And oh my lord, if you've got some shorts loaded up here at 67.84 and this thing is going to snap wick on us, right? And this usually happens over, look at it, there it is. It's just snap wick, done. Right? Let's go look at the other one. Let's see what happened. These are on 12 hours, right? There it is. Snap wick, done. You only get one chance to catch this puppy, right? You only get one chance. Oh, snap wick. Oh, this one did it. This gave you 2 chances, right? Snap wick, and then it was done. Okay? So I would have, and I know I'm going to get called out for this. Go ahead, trolls. Let me hear it. I would legitimately have shorts loaded right here. See, look at this. Short the living bejesus out of here if it makes it up to here, right? I would short the bejesus out of this. I will have shorts sitting and parked right here, right? This thing makes it up this high. I will be opening insane amount of high leverage shorts, and I will be going for it, right? I will just go for it. I don't care. I'll set a stop loss right above, because we know every time if it blows right through the 1-to-1, who cares? If it blows through the 1-to-1, that's so easy. I just put a flip trade in, because all you did is you just pulled this right here, right? Boom. Snap. It just snapped. As soon as it snaps the 1-to-1, you just go long with it. You just throw a flip trade in. It's that simple. It's not rocket science, right? It's all you got to do, right? Here you go. Bounce there. You just throw that's it. You just throw your snap, your flip trade. You make some money on the flip trade. You jump out of it. You're good. Okay. And I think I'm the same thing. I'm planning and hoping that I get the same opportunity to do the same thing. Now, do I think that this thing is just gonna probably not make it up there? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is some wicked size. Look at all the sideways action here. Look at the sideways action here. Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks. We could just get one more little doozy of a wick, right? Like a couple, 100-point wick or something like that up there. Get a little bit of a run. Just get a pokey, tickle the bottom of it, right? Older guys, you'll understand when you tickle the bottom of it, but that's possibly what could happen there. So this is my scenario that I still see probably playing out. I would like to see this. Now, if this does make it up here and you don't bust through the 1-to-1, if you bust through the 1-to-1, I think you got a little, you could do some little scalpies. You could do little scalpies. You can get a nice little run. I think if you do get a run, you're going to go up 7,200. I don't know. I think you got to come up here and test this wedge line first, push through that. You're going to get, it would be good to play a little long run there. Okay. I will be playing alts. I will be playing something if it does push up for a scalp. Okay. Yeah. Everybody likes it when you tickle the bottom and get the pokey. That's right. Havoc. Havoc knows what I'm talking about. All right. So let's go. All right, so let's go over and take a look at our Ichi chart real quick. So here's our Ichi on our daily. First of all, let's look at the hell. I haven't even looked at the candles today. We should go back and let's take a look at what the hell we had going on today. I really I've been so busy with this damn thing. We're going to look at a couple things. We're going to go look at volume. And, okay, another candle. My call on this candle, shitty. This is a very bad candle. I do not like this candle. I don't like any of these candles. I don't like to trade these candles. All these candles are bad to trade, right? I mean, how do you trade this? You just can't. It's bad. This is horrible. This is sideways action. Better just to sit out, go sit out. Go watch. Go do something. Get outside. Play play with your hamster, right? Rename your goldfish, clean your goldfish tank, do something, but don't sit here and lose money, okay? Look at the volume. Let's take a look at the volume. I mean, look. You have to, if you really zoom in, right? I mean, Jesus, what the? I mean, I can't even zoom in that far. Is that a volume candle? What the hell is this? Right? What is this? What the hell? Who ordered? Like, seriously, did somebody not tell this little thing here that you have at least got to be, like, there should be like a Disney, right? Like a Disney, you have to be this tall to ride the ride, right? There should definitely be a candle restriction, a candle height restriction, right? Because this candle clearly did not meet the height restriction, okay, for today. This candle did not meet it. This candle did not meet it. All of these have not met the Disneyland height restriction, okay? You cannot play in the park if you're this teeny tiny. See, all these, they got to go home. You can't, these are unacceptable. I mean, this right here just says, I mean, that's all that is, right? These are like, yeah, these are the 3-year, it's like a bunch of 3-year-olds right here. I mean, when you get these candles, they're so small, right? There's no volume in the day, and it's a whole day wasted. I mean, can we get a memo? Can we get an email notification? It's 2018, for God's sakes. Somebody send us an email notification or a Twitter notification or something, that says, hey, that says something that says that this is going to be, a slow day today. Okay. All right. Boom, boom. All right. So there's that. I just, these little teeny tiny candles that are running here, just horrible. Look at these are good size wicks. This is good size movement here. Look at this. This is a good candle right there. And there's just no volume, right? I mean, you can legitimately look at this candle, right? Or maybe not that one. I mean, you could look at this one or this one. Look at this candle. From here to there is the same size as from here to here. And you got a fraction of the volume. Very boring. Very dangerous, right? Very dangerous. All right, I would say very dangerous trading area. Okay, so let's kind of zoom in. I think the 2-day close for a new candle sure looks like it. Okay, this is called, this is called a cross. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let me pull this up really quick. I need to go see this. I think this is called a, hold on a second here. Kinda? Red candle plus a doji? Kinda, right? What is this? Anybody know what this is called? Anybody know what candle formation that is? Anybody know what this is right here? Red candle plus a doji. Anybody? Yeah, we didn't get any news today from the SEC. Yeah, I'm looking at this daily the 2-day candle close. It looks bullish. I don't know. That's a hard one right there. All right, and let me see here. Give me a second. Let me go peeky at another one. This is bullish right here. That's a bullish 2-day candle closing. 3-day still new, but bearish. It's completely bearish. The weekly was bearish. The daily But this tells me I might get my wish. I might get my wish. So the daily bearish. Look at that. So we had another. The wicks ran over, but you know, I mean, this is kind of bearish, right? It's still engulfing. So this thing is still engulfing right here. So I mean, this is still a daily engulfing candle there to there. It's still, the body was engulfing. Not liking it, not feeling it. Yeah, a useless, crappy candle. Good job, JC. I agree. Yeah, I don't know about inside bars. Close. I don't like that wicked out lower. Still close. All right. I don't know if that's bullish though. I mean, that's bearish to me, because this would have been your opening bar, A. That would have been your closing bar, B. It would have been engulfed by A. This is our new candle right here. So this is kind of bearish on the daily. The 2-day is bullish. The daily is bearish. Okay, and let's cruise along. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 12-hour candle. No pin bar candle, just a pin bar. I would not play this either way. I would not play this bullish and or bearish. I would play this neither way. What I do see on the 12-hour though is I clearly see a trend. I see a downward trend in volume. All right, I see volume completely lagging, so I don't see any help there. Let's go to the 6-hour. Oh my God, volume lagging on the 6-hour. No problem. Jesus Lord, look at this. Look at the volume on the 4-hour lagging. No help. Look, the volume was going down. The candles were going up. We finally got kind of a good little poppy candle here. It's because we went all the way up, then we settled back down. No help to me. Nothing here is really helpful. Other than just looking at the volume profiles, I don't like any of the volume profiles. Go over here and take a look at our HE Cloud chart. Nothing. I don't see any crosses there on the daily. No crosses. We are in the cloud on the 12-hour. Yeah, I'm gonna get over to that news article in 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get over to the news article. I really want to take a look at it. Possible cross on the 6-hour. I swear we were watching the same thing happen last night, right? And look at how weird this is. This could possibly cross above the price line right there. Gonna have to watch this, see how that plays out. Okay, Bollinger Bands, yes, Bollinger Bands tightening up, insane, right? This is like Nebraska Gooners colon, right? After an all-day barbecue fest at the state fair. That's exactly what this looks like. This thing is just tightened up like a monster. This is what happens when he goes into a bathroom with too many strangers. And not looking good. We are squeezing, right? We're squeezing, the daily squeezing, the 12-hour. Oh my God, look at that 12-hour. Holy bejeezers, right? Tight like a tiger right there. Limited upside, 77.75. Let's go back to our other chart, 77.84. Oh, come to daddy. Come to daddy, right? I can see that thing popping. I can see that thing running up, giving us one more pop, come up, test the tickle, the top of the colon right here, and then dump out hard, right? Okay, look at that. Look at where the daily is, 6,800. So even if you run up here, you can't pop 6,800. That would give us perfect at the 8.8. Boy, that would give us a great shorting opportunity for this right here. Makes this chart that much more happy for me. I mean, I look at this chart and I say, ooh, that could definitely play out good for me right there. I want to show everybody this chart right here. This is... I created this channel. I did this in the members area. I did this live for everybody. So I found this massive bear channel, right? Look at this huge bear channel and all these points of confluence at touch. Poke, poke, poke through, poke, poke, right? Look at this huge bear channel that plays out, right? Here's where your bull run, bang, failed, ran through, bang, bang, came up, bang again. So here this line acted as resistance, right? This was your original resistance point, then turned into support here, got ripped through, okay, got ripped through, then you came down again, off the top of the trend line, and then look, came up and it acted as resistance again, but this time it acted as strong resistance, completely rejected the price line, acted as resistance again, completely rejected the price again. Okay, now it's falling. You've got to keep an eye on this. You got to be very wary of this. Watch this. I am telling you, this looks bearish to me. Now this is the line, and let me make this line a different color right here. I'm going to make this line a blue line. I feel, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. I did get married, right? So there's a huge possibility that I feel we come back down and we test this line, right? I think there's a possibility we come down and we test this line. If not this line, this line, right? I think there's a possibility we come down and test one of these lines right here. And this would be kind of our bounce. Then we would get our bounce. Okay, now you've got a top side capability 47 right here, where I think you will get rejected. I think if you do get that little poke up, we get this little poke up here to 6,800, then we short the bejesus out of it. That gives us our short call to snap this with a beautiful short call all the way down to the bottom RSI here. Looks like we're going to come down into the 36.7 range. And then that's that, right? All right, and so this is my new pretty chart. I'm gonna save this thing. Oh, look, and then look. Here's the I showed you exactly what happened. So this poked over. This is the short run, right? This short squeeze. So that was the short squeeze right there. And then this was our tether pump right here. This is all our tether got pumped into the system. Remember the 700 million tether? That tether, they got pumped in the system here, and then this is where they've been slowly feeding the beast as it's been going up, right? So I kind of laid everything out for everybody right there. Nothing, you know. Look, there's your resistance line. You've completely broken out over here. This is looking good. I am gonna adjust this though, because I'm gonna put this like flat right there, right? Just rest it right on the top of that. That's pretty interesting. See it come up, test that, get knocked down, get the socks and the pants beat off the mouse. Yeah. This just shows you. This is just a good comparison to show you where and why it's going to be really hard to get over 6,800. So this is the 236 from a much larger drop. There's the 50 from the 7,400 drop. You know, look, this is the 23. The red line is the 236 from the 10K drop. Right, the 7,400 drop. This is the 50. So you've got a lot of real oomph here. So if you get up here, you're just going to wick through this bad boy, and that goes all the way back over here. And that helps me correlate this chart right here, where I still think if we go up, this is the possibility where you're all going to pull your shorts, and then we're all going to sing songs and kumbaya as it drops down, and we find the 5K range one more time. Okay, let's hop over. Now, this correlates 2014, 2015. This is the ADX chart made famous by Gunnar. Gunnar, I love this chart. Now, I've gone back a little bit farther, and I like the way this chart correlates out here. Here you got your A, B, C, D, E. Let me squeeze this down a little bit. A, B, C, D, E. Very similar structures. Very similar in everything, right? This chart is one of those things. So look at this. See this from here to here, right? There to there. Okay, right? So you see that? And then you get the next one from here to here. Let me get this thing out of here, right? And then there's the next one, there to there. Okay, then the next look. Then look at this. Then you squeeze. You get this squeeze right here in this box. See the squeeze? This is where the squeeze is, right here. Right? Look at this is the squeeze. There's the squeeze. This is your squeeze right here. Okay? And then this is just kind of bounce, 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 bounce. Now look at this. This made a double bottom right here. So you could almost call this a double bottom. And it also made what you could call a double top. Right? So you made a double top right here, really close. Right, with that little wiki, right? Really close on a double bottom here. I mean, I would have had a real hard time counting this. I would have counted this as a big wedge Personally, if I would have been back here trading, I would have looked at this like this and like this, right? I would have looked at it as like a flag, right? This would have been a bear flag. Bang, 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 and just dropped out, right? Right? I would have looked at this as a bear flag, but I mean, this would have been a very tough trade for me here, simply because of the pattern. A, B, C, D, and it never made the D, and it fell out, right? This just fell out. So you come over here and you kind of look at where we are today, and we're kind of doing this same big, ugly bear flag. And let me get this in here. Let me clean this up. Sorry. So we're just doing this same big, ugly bear flag right here, right? Bang, 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 and looking to fall out of the bottom of this wedge, right? 1, 2, 3. This was much weaker. This one totally fell out. This one's got some extra little tippy tappies in it. You know, you could even go A, B, C, D, E, right? A, B, C, D, E. Much weaker here, a little stronger here. You made a higher high, but these look very similar to each pattern, especially with that bearish flag posted up in there. I am watching that. Look at this. Whenever you get tight like this, look, and then take a look to make things even worse. And this is the big thing is I was telling all the members about this little squiggly line. See this green squiggly line right here? See that green squiggly line? Right? Look at this green squiggly line. These things are, why? Why are you going there? You know, sometimes you just have to ask, why are you going down there? What are you doing down there? Right? There's this, whew, the lower this goes, the worse you can have now both a pump and or a dump, right? You can have a massive pump out of here also. This does not have to be bearish. This can also be bullish. This could be a bullish, massive bullish pump, right? The only difference is that bullish pump would take liquidity, which I know we could find enough liquidity to get us up 7K. You know, I think we have enough liquidity with just us plebes on the sideline. We got enough money. Now, the other thing I start to take into account is I start looking at all these tops over, right? These, you get the double top over here, and these like to call the bottom, right? So you got these two double tops, you got these two double tops here, and then everything kind of petered out and fell out right here. So I'm watching how this is playing out. Now, you did get two little tops, and you got a nubby over right here. So I'm watching this little nubby, right? But if I see this thing all of a sudden shoot up tomorrow and we break this, we break out. Now remember, we can go for one more. Look at this jagged teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? I mean, we've only gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, we're just barely chomping on the bit here, right? These are the bear teeth. So we're barely chomping on the bit. All right, so we're just waiting for this baby to fall out, make a move. Just make a move, somebody make a move. But look, you got the same candle structure. Look at the big same candle structure. Look at the big green diller candle right there. There's your big green diller candle. There's your second diller candle. There's your second diller candle right there. This all looks very similar in structure. You're coming together very similar. This green trend histogram line dumping down, all very similar. Some just now we could just get a little bit more sideways action before this thing eventually petered out. But something really good to keep your eye on. We are running this chart. We're running a variance of this chart in the members area, just to keep an eye on that. Okay. And our J-hook chart, RSI, everything. Listen, we're moving sideways, peoples. There's nothing to say about it. Tron barely holding on, right? Barely holding on. Kind of busted through a little bit, but once again, barely holding on to the trend line. Tron just doesn't want to give up hope. Very bearish, very hard to count this. Here's the larger scale right here. I still think this is a massive A, B, C, D, E. You put in your whatever you've put in right here, this sideways action. You know, this is probably just gonna fail one more time. And now if Tron does fail, you're gonna be looking for 1.8 cents. I would say, well, this is moving up here. So yeah, 1.8 cents if this does fail. You go to the top of the trend line right here. You know, you got 0.23 cents, and then a lot of resistance 0.236. Tron, okay, so on Tron, your 12-hour is actually angled downward, which is bearish. On your daily, this is very bearish because your blue line, when your blue line gets under, when your ADX blue line is under all the other lines, it's extremely bearish. Okay, so we're just watching this thing as it's falling down. You can see what's happened in the past right here. Let me show you guys what's happened in the past. Here you go. Everybody was coming down. They were all trailing down together. All right, and as they were trailing down together, they did start to touch and cross, and you don't want these babies to start crossing on you or touching, because it does get pretty vicious. So we don't want any of these lines crossing over any of these, because you will get a reaction. Okay, so we don't want any of these. We would just kind of stay the course, but this is more bearish. So this daily is bearish here. Okay, so the daily is bearish, and I'll show you. So when you come down, tag that, and then, yeah. And I'm trying to look for a correlation here to breaking through. No, it doesn't really help. Just more bearish for sure on ETH. Once again, you're in the maw of the giant Pac-Man monster. Let's take a look at your volume. Oops. So we're going to take a peek at your volume here for Tron. I am more bearish on Tron. I'm going to stay more bearish on Tron. Your daily volume plummeting, right? Just plummeting. Once again, you put on a pygmy candle. Look at all these little pygmy candles before this thing fell out, right? See these little pygmy candles? Now you start to post up a couple of these pygmy candles, and this thing is just going to dump out really hard. See, look, once you get these pygmy candles in here, I'm sorry, ETH gets really ugly. So no pygmy candles, and it's fine. Everything above the you can ride this ride line is okay. Okay, let's look at the 12-hour. Completely declining volume. The volume just plummeting rapidly. Rapidly plummeting. Let's see what can happen, what can hold on here. Now, if this blue line crosses that orange line, it will be a super hardcore dump. 6-hour volume, all pygmy candles. In fact, declining pygmy candles. So oldest to youngest. There they all. Look at all these little pygmy candles back here. All these little pygmy candles. So we're just going back to normal trading. This is how ETH normally is. This is a whole bunch of bahaki. Right? This is all a bunch of bukkake right here. I'm telling you, I don't buy any of this. This is wash trading at its finest is what this is. This is just wash trading ETH. Because if you have this much volume in ETH, come on, people. Come on, for 2 seconds. Right? If you have this much volume in ETH, this is what happens. This is what happens, right? Look at these candles. Boom. Boom. Boom, right? I can go on all day long. You get these green candles, boom, skyrocket, boom, skyrocket. Look at these. I mean, this, no, this is all BS. I mean, I don't even know how this is allowed to stay on here. I mean, you know, somebody, don't show the SEC this, okay? If anybody shows the SEC this, they're just going to immediately disqualify, because this is wash trading. All this volume is wash trading. We're going right back to normal ETH, and the second we go right back to normal ETH, it's the party's over. The Pac-Man, there's your Pac-Man. Now, unlike Bitcoin, you are on the higher side. Oh, no sound. Can you guys hear me? Check. Check. Yep, okay, yeah, okay. I was like worried. Okay, so unlike Bitcoin, you are on the high side of the Pac-Man, where Bitcoin is on the low side of the Pac-Man. So that's actually good. That's actually pretty good. Now, I could probably get in here and I could make some adjustments to some of the trend lines in here, but I really think, you know, in looking at the last time you've hit, you know, your last time, you really have got, there's, you know, 39. You got to be 239. Otherwise, this thing is just, this is where you got to get to if you're a bull. Bull's got to get up here. All you got to do is just break this higher high right here. right? And I would say now, if it's a wick break, it doesn't count. You have to get up there and close above it, right? You got to get up there and close above that. And if you want to really close above that thing, oh gosh, let's see here. You really want to close above that thing. It's pretty easy. You take this to this, right? And there you go. All right, there's your 786. Okay, so the bull's got to get up to at least the 786. You break the 786 and that puppy's going long. Okay, that's simple. Let me get this out of here. Dunk. All right, it's just that simple. This is where you got to go. You got to get up here to this the 200, 240, 240, at least the 786, right? At least the 786. Now I do have a trade going, so I am going to put my trade a little bit high. I'm going to put myself up at that 2. I am in a short trade on ETH, so I'm going to set my stop loss high to 243. Now I would say loose, you're going to be 239. I'm sorry. So loose should be, this should be 243. This should be 239. Okay, so this is the higher high, because if it breaks the higher high, that's, you know, you made a higher high and so on and so forth and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you get it. Higher highs, lower lows, it's up. Litecoin, take a look at Litecoin over here. So we called this out. We were in the members area. We were watching Litecoin. So, you know, here's the thing. Came down, tested the trend line, and that was it. That's all it did. Poked the trend line, went up, fell back down, went up a little bit. This is the support. This is the support. This is it. You get down here, you tap this, you break the 58, 58, you break all these. Now you had a bullish cross. You had a very nice bullish cross right here on the daily. Helped to lift this candle up. But that's what's supporting it. You basically, that's it. You got that bullish cross. You're looking good right there. But, you know, maybe come up here, test 61. Maybe test 61. But look, you came right up to the 618. You're stuck on the 618 right here. Let's see if this can fold over and dump down again. Let's take a look at the candles. Your 2-day, I think you closed out your 2-day at a spinning top at the bottom, which is okay. Your 1-day spinning top at the bottom. So look, that 1 day it's a good candle. The 1 day it's a good spinning top candle to give you this little temporary reversal. I like it. Okay, yeah, there's your Pac-Man on Bitcoin. There's your Bitcoin Pac-Man. You know, you got to get up here. I don't like this. This is trash. It's just trash. Even if, like I said, you go up, I'm just gonna short the bejesus out of it. Okay, move. That's move. All right, and I think that's it. I think that's all we got. You know, listen, there's just not a lot to talk about right now. There's just not. This is the key chart. This is the chart to watch. Either you're going to fall. Listen, you have to break. You have to break. First of all, you have to break 64.50. Okay, you got to break this low. This is the intraday low. You got to break this low. Right? And then the second thing, you got to come down and test this. Until you break this, it's bullish. Until you break this, it's bearish. Right? And that means we're neutral. We're just in a neutral zone, and it's really a bad trading area. Go take a nap. Right? Go take a nap. Go do whatever you got to do. But I will warn you for the third time, okay? The Beast Scalper called a short trade on this. Okay? The Beast Scalper called a short trade on this. And I tell you what, this Beast Scalper is pretty lit, okay? I mean, this is when you get a call like this, you need to take this very serious. Now, remember, it can come back around like this on these higher time frames, and it can pull you out. Like if this thing came back around here and poked up here to my 67, 6800, oh ha 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 ha. I mean, I'm gonna keep finding this thing until I find the short trade, and I'm gonna pull a bejesus short on it just like this, right? See, this came up. And then you finally found your weak point and you died out, right? There's your short call, came down, and that was it, right? Here you can't look at the retracement. So on the 3-day Beast Scalper, people, I am telling you, take this trade very, very seriously. Okay, and there's your 12-hour. I mean, this thing is oftentimes when it's right, it's really, really right. Right? When it's right, it's really, really right. And that 3-day one, just doesn't call things for no reason. It calls them, and you better watch out. Okay, let's take a look at this Tether article. And all right, hold on a second. All right. Okay, people. Okay, are you ready? This is Vampire's shock face. Ready? Okay, I'm over. Okay. Let's take a look. Noble may be looking for funding. Holy shit. Holy but Jesus. Is this where did this come from? Where article is this? Modern consensus. Can this be corroborated with anything? Guys are scaring me. I have a bunch of money in Tether. I'm gonna let's go ahead and Google that, right? How old? So I have Tether right now on Binance. I have a bunch of Tether on Binance. Huh. Yeah, I just saw this today. Did you guys see that? That $5 million? I saw this. Yeah, I saw that. No, USDT. Binance is not USD. Okay, wonderful, great. Now I gotta go freaking switch that over to like USD. They got USDT over there. So I'll probably just move everything over to USDT real quick. That sucks. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, True US. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm gonna do. I'll switch over to True USD. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, Binance does have TUSD. Yeah, I'll probably be switching over to TUSD. What else do we got here? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're different, Data Lord. All right, so I think that's it. I think it was a pretty quick show. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Um, that's it. Listen, I put listen, I know there's a lot of Twitter battle war going on. That was a Twitter. There's always kind of a Twitter war that's going on between all out there between all of the what do you? Oh my God! I swear to God, I'll answer my messages. There's kind of a Twitter war that's been going on between all of the everybody trying to get customers. And listen, if there's one thing where is it? Where's I made a post. I made a post about paid groups. And listen, the scary thing is, yes, there's a bunch of scammy paid groups out of there. So please, everyone, be careful in any paid group that you get into. Just be careful. I put a bunch of what I feel are legitimate paid groups. So you don't have to join mine. You don't. R&B does a great job. Gooner does a great job. Cryptomus, she's amazing. Lisa does a good job. I mean, there's, and she's got, Lisa's in her group. She's got River. I think River does a good job. And the Gib guy does a good job. Bleeding Crypto does a good job. And these people are legit. They're really out there. And listen, just to show people that I believe in these groups, I sent every one of them money. I sent every single one of them money, right? I paid every single one of them, right? Except for Jonas, and I'm going to buy Jonas dinner, and I'll get private mentoring from him. I'll sit there and I'll let him privately mentor me so I can be a better TAist. But I'm going to have him teach me about his Bollinger Band charts, right? And I want you guys all to know that there are good, legitimate groups out there. And there's a bunch of shady ones. Please be careful in the shady ones, okay? Because it sucks. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have come to us and said, I have lost all my money in other groups. And it's not that the other groups are scammy or whatever. I mean, I don't think they're intentionally trying to get you to lose your money. But you just have to be careful. One real quick thing that if Tether, and this comes from Rocket, and listen, if Tether does fail, right? If Tether does fail, you might get a super long green wick. You'll get a massively long green wick, right? Because everybody will be running from Tether into BTC as fast as they can. They'll be running into BTC as fast as they can. All right. I do sit in USDT. I'm sorry. I sit in USD. So you would get possibly people be dumping out of Tether, buying. They'll be buying into Bitcoin. So you would see, yeah. So you would see a possible big green wick, right? So you'd see a nice big green wick while people were buying into Bitcoin. So just remember that, okay? Yeah, or ETH. Yeah, people will be buying into ETH or Bitcoin. Well, you're gotta try to get it into a US form. So I don't know about Ethereum, but they'll for sure be going into Bitcoin in order to dump it off to true USD, or go to USD, or just get their money off of an exchange, right? They'll be, and that's the other issue is that like if they're locked, like one Fox locked up their exchange, and I know people were having money getting their money off one broker and one Fox, and it took me like over 24 hours to get my money off there. So that was pretty scary. I have to say it was pretty sketch. All right. Send a yes. Let me do a link for the Tether. Ah, man, I don't really. I don't just Google it. I don't want to spread FUD. If I put it on Twitter, people are going to be like, "You're spreading all this FUD." So I'd rather not spread a bunch of FUD on Twitter. People are going to bash me for it. Okay. I listen. I'm short ETH. I told everybody I'm short ETH. I am short ETH. I am short ETH. I am short ETH. I have been short ETH. I have still short ETH. I actually, dude, I've been short ETH. I had a big position. I reduced it because I made some money on it, and then it bounced back up. I loaded up more. It bounced down. I took some money off the table. I've just put this like little baby money. It's like, I mean, it's like, it wasn't even a point. It was like 0.03 or something like that. I took off both times. So. What do we got? Tether flops. Wouldn't buy a rice move. About machine just before you get started this show. What's your time? Oh, machine. My computer. JC was my computer, buddy. Yeah, it was my computer. That's what it was. That's all it was. My computer. Hey, where's my thing at? All right.